Beautiful morning in Falmouth. Early February. It's about 8 in the morning, I suppose. Well, probably 7:45 roughly. It's my fairly typical start to the day. Just come along this seafront, then walk into town, find a cafe, and do a couple of hours of writing. When it gets warmer, I'll do most of my writing outside. Although, to be honest, it's warm enough now really to do that. Not quite brave enough to join these people swimming in early February. Sea's probably at its coldest this time of year. We're approaching it. It's been quite a cold winter at times, so the sea has probably dropped in temperature. Wouldn't be a bad thing to do though, a quick dip in the sea before going and doing some writing. Should give it a go sometime. Just walk up this way into town. Herring gulls are quite noisy. They think it's spring. Quite often as I'm walking into town, I'll open the Scrivener writing app on my iPhone mini, which is what I'm filming now on, and do some outlining for a chapter in one of the books. So I'll just open the app and turn on the microphone and speak to my phone, as I am now, and it will transcribe my words that I'm saying into text, and essentially I get a chapter outline or a book outline if I'm starting a new book. By the time I get down to the cafe, it's like doing bullet points, each of which I can then expand into a chapter or a group of paragraphs when I sit down to write. But also, I've kind of taken to doing a lot of dictation, just using the inbuilt app on the phone. This is a noisy stretch, I'll be back in a minute, so I'll open the Scrivener app on the phone, open up the little microphone icon on the little keyboard and start talking. It's a great way to get a lot written very quickly in very rough draft form. You kind of have to speak the grammar, so when you're kind of writing using voice to text transcription, you have to say, you know, I often sit on the beach, comma, looking out to sea, comma, la-di-da-di-da, full stop. So you have to speak the punctuation and grammar and commas, etc., which is fine. I mean, the most up-to-date version of Mac iOS, I think it's called, it will try to add in the commas and all that sort of stuff, but I tend to bypass that and do it myself, which it accepts as well. But it's a really good way of writing at least outlines and rough drafts of manuscripts, voice to text transcription, and it's a heck of a lot faster than typing. It's worth trying. It's free on every smartphone, so give it a go. So the writing app I use, Scrivener, the files are all kind of stored in Dropbox, so when I write some text on my iPhone mini using voice to text, it then kind of automatically is uploaded into Dropbox when I use some mobile data or Wi-Fi. And then when I open up the main computer, it's obviously there, ready to take off where I left off. So I basically work on my manuscripts across 3 different bits of hardware: my big MacBook Air, which is the main laptop, a small iPad Air, and then my iPhone Mini. And last summer I was doing most of my writing on the iPhone Mini using voice to text, because then you can just walk around like this writing. You look a bit weird, but I look a bit weird now. You get used to it. What a lovely morning. Do love the lead up to spring. Everything's stirring back into life. Don't do what I do. Don't wear socks and sandals in winter. Don't wear them at all. You look like a fool. Scrivener is open, but so too is YouTube. It's gonna be a battle this morning.